Hello, my name is Lauren Simon. I'm the community librarian at the Tualatin Public Library. Today I'll be giving you an overview of our Little Bits kit. Today I will be giving you a brief overview of what Little Bits are, where you can find more information and lesson plans, the Little Bits challenge that will come in the kit, the recommended setup for the groups, group size, number of adult volunteers you might need, tips and tricks, and also my contact information. Little Bits are most likely a best fit for grades 3 and up. If you have a lot of parent volunteers, younger grades like second grade might be able to do it, but they can be a little bit tricky and frustrating. So just take that into account when booking the kit. Little Bits are basically circuitry kits that can be used for kids to invent various things. You will start with a battery. You will have a power component, and then you will have a few different components. Everything clips together with magnets and creates a circuit. You'll have a pink input piece and also a green output piece. That's the basic overview, but you basically clip everything together and it does cool things. I'll show you a brief overview of a creation that a few students made. The first activity I usually start with for Little Bits is the Little Bits challenge. It has the students work through design challenges in order to demonstrate a certain outcome. For example, make a buzzing sound or turn on a blue light. This lets students get to know how to use Little Bits, and by the end they're starting to make their own creations. Little Bits really are boundless in terms of the number of things that you can do with them.
If you're hot and if you need a light, introducing the new Fan-A-Light. It has a fan, a light, and a colorful light. And if you want to be cold, but you don't want to be that hot, if you don't want to be that cold, you can adjust with the thingy.
As you can see, Little Bits are hands-on, fun, and interactive. For what you'll actually be getting in the classroom kit, we have ordered 16 STEAM student sets, and the list of all of the Little Bits components will be listed on the website. You will have enough activities to keep you busy for weeks in there. Each will also come with an inventor's guide, and there are a number of activities with step-by-step instructions, including photos, for the students to figure out new inventions. Some of those include a self-driving car, making a throwing arm, inventing a scribble bot. There's a lot of interesting things that you can do, and it just depends on your interests, curriculum, and classroom. The amount of time that you'll need to spend on the lessons will depend on what you're doing. If you're doing the Little Bits challenge, which is a series of challenges for the students to work through, you can generally do that in 45 minutes to an hour and add about 10 to 15 minutes on the end for cleanup time. If you're doing other projects, Little Bits has them broken down into lesson plans and including timeline. The prep work that you'll need to do for this is basically just understanding how Little Bits work. If you get the kit, spend a half an hour, maybe an hour learning how to put all of them together, play around, try something new, or try and work your way through the different challenges. You can get pretty good at it fairly quickly, and you're often learning alongside the students. The recommended setup for Little Bits is to have about 2 students per kit. This way they can both get hands onto it. It's up to you for how many you would like to work with each group though. It's best if students work at tables or with a confined area so all of the pieces don't get lost. The kits will also come with trays that the students can put their pieces on in order to keep them in a centralized area. Having 1 to 4 adult volunteers help you in the classroom during Little Bits activities can be very useful. It depends on what activity you're doing, how you've set up the structure, but a few extra hands on deck, even if they haven't used the Little Bits before, can be helpful in walking through instructions or talking through problem solving. I'm going to give you a few tips and tricks that I've picked up from running this activity in classrooms. Having adult volunteers is very helpful. Asking the students to keep their Little Bits on the desk or in a confined area using the tray can also be helpful. Having the students have extra time to clean up is helpful so they can sort the Little Bits into the correct bags and make less of a cleanup for you. double checking the floors and anywhere in their area. There's lots of little pieces that can get misplaced. On this note, we know that there are lots of little delicate pieces, and when they're being used in exploration-based activities in the classroom, sometimes things get broken. We've had a lot of these pieces get broken, so we'll just talk to the kids and ask them to be as careful as possible, but it happens, so don't worry about it. Just make a note on the return sheet if something breaks. If you have any questions or run into any difficulties, feel free to contact me. My email is lsimon@tualatin.gov, and I can be reached at 503-691-3077. Good luck with your activity.